Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, welcome. If you are new here, I am the Blunt Reader, and this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Cancer. We are going to take a look at love for singles, couples, those in situationships, as well as what is coming next for you regardless of your status. We are also going to take a look at career and finances, and finally we will look at what you don't see, what you should know, and your next steps moving forward. There's also an extended, so if you would like the extended to this reading as well as all of the others and bonus readings that will not be available on YouTube, then join my Patreon. That information is down below in the description box, as well as anything else you need to know. We have the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands, the World, the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, which has come out quite a bit today. What I'm hearing is like, don't get too close to the stove. It's like you're being overly cautious about something, and it could have to do with your career because you have the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like you're really trying to reaffirm and make sure that this foundation is extremely solid, but in doing that you could be missing other opportunities that would ultimately allow you to move forward and get the growth and success that you would want. So we'll see once we get there, but that's just what came to mind. This King of Wands keeps showing up in this position for singles. Maybe the King of Wands is just an energy of somebody who is single, although he is supposed to be tied to the Queen of Wands. For like 2 other readings, the King of Wands has shown up, and I think one time the Queen of Wands has shown up. So let's see what's going on with this king. We'll look at it a little bit further, get more details in the extended, but I want to know why this King of Wands keeps showing up for singles. Why is the King of Wands here for Cancer singles? Six of Wands in reverse. With the Six of Wands in reverse, we're talking about something that obviously did not work out. There was no success. Somebody wasn't getting enough attention, and that's really what the problem was. They felt like they were being neglected, but whatever they were thinking, not for all of you, but for some of you, it was just something that was going on in their head and wasn't really the truth. And with this Eight of Wands that's here, even though it's supposed to be here for the couples, I do feel like some of you who are single are wanting to kind of rush back in and communicate, or there's somebody wanting to rush in and communicate with you so that you do become a couple, or somebody is realizing that maybe they have been neglecting the situation and they're trying to correct that with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, we're talking about communication, but we're also talking about action, something that happens quickly. Please clarify the Eight of Wands for Cancer couples. Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is like my fallback card. Somebody who's not talking, who's not communicating. So again, somebody could realize like they've been distant, they haven't been doing the things that they usually do, they've been neglecting the relationship, something to that extent, and now they're wanting to fix that quickly, expeditiously. Somebody may also be sick, and once the person that you're with or you finds out that this other person is sick, it's like they drop everything and come running. Oh, that's sweet. But they do. It also seems that maybe things moved relatively quickly in a relationship, and now it's a plateau is what I'm hearing. Like it hit a plateau, but it's still making me feel like don't get too close to the stove. because somebody feels like they're going to get burned, they're going to get hurt. So don't get too close to this person. Don't give too much to this situation. things are hot and heavy, things are moving quickly with this Eight of Wands, Four of Swords. Shut it down, bring up the wall, distance yourself because you're getting too close, and if you get too close, you're going to get burned. Don't get too close to the stove is what I keep hearing. Now what's coming towards you is the world. So deepening of connection, which is happening, but for those of you who are in a relationship, it's like your person or you may have a deep-rooted fear that if they allow themselves to be too close to somebody, too comfortable with somebody, that is not going to work out. And so then they retreat. There is a cycle closing out, something new that is coming towards you, especially for Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. So you could be dealing with these signs. I want to say Libra too, that's coming up. So, okay, Libra. I feel like something big is coming, and we'll see what that is, but it just feels really big, like it's a big move, or it's a big move for somebody. And it could be a physical move. You could be making a big move, and some of you make a choice and it's like spur of the moment, but then like once you realize the choice you made, it's like, how dumb am I? Like, why would I even think that? Why would I even do that? There's a lot of recognition happening within connections, and even if you are single, there's still recognition about your dynamics when it comes to relationships, how you are, how you've been, what tends to happen in relationships, etc. Now with your career, we have the Hierophant. So we're talking about something long-term, something stable, something committed, something that is done like by the book. Everything is done by the book. And that's why I feel that energy of really like double, triple, quadruple checking yourself to make sure it's done to the letter. But in doing that, it's almost that perfectionist energy. In doing that, you may be missing other opportunities for growth and expansion because you're trying to do things so precise. The Seven of Pentacles is like, I have to water these at 7:03 every single day in order for them to grow. Like if you water it at 7:04, it's really not gonna make that much of a difference. But to you, it's like, no, it has to be done this way. It really doesn't, but okay, if that's what you want to do. And with the Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about an energy of waiting. But it's like maybe you gotta wait and things are not happening because you're trying to be too particular about how it needs to happen. Again, trying to make sure that this foundation, this thing is perfect. But it's not gonna be perfect because nothing ever is. So in your career, I feel like it's definitely a need for you to loosen the reins a little bit, not try to make things perfect. Realize that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Some of you haven't even started something because you're trying to have everything perfect and it needs to be ready and it needs to be done in this particular way because of whatever it is that is telling you that. And for some of you, it's because that's the way somebody is saying that it needs to be done, or that's the way we've traditionally done it. Okay, well, traditions can sometimes change, and sometimes they need to change. Some of you are supposed to be providing guidance and enlightenment, but again, you're waiting for the right moment. You're waiting to have everything in check. You feel like you need to get this certification, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, you don't. It just seems like you feel that because you are not going about it or didn't go about it in the way that everybody else did, that you're somehow wrong for that. You're not. For what you don't see, we have the Nine of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. So you don't see that what you're working on is growing, it is blooming, it is going to produce a reward. You don't have to stand over it and hover over it in order to see that. It's going to come. Go do something else. Go put your attention on something else because you're about to smother this, whatever this is. For some of you, it's a relationship. Others of you, it has something to do with a project, your career, something you got going on. You could also feel like somebody is smothering you, somebody is overbearing, somebody could be pushing you to do something that maybe you don't want to do, but they feel like, well, this is the way it's always been done. Could be family, this is the way it's always been done in this family. Everybody in this family went to college, so you're going to go to college. Everybody in this family did this, so you're going to do this. Yeah. There's also an energy of being impatient. So it's like you want to rush things, which is why you're standing there hovering over it. But relax. What you should know is that you need to be doing something else. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you standing there looking at it is not going to get it to go any faster. What will get it to go faster, however, is if you actually put in work. If you actually do something. Not just think about it, not just stand there like, okay, when is it going to happen? I just planted these seeds and I gave it some water and it's in the sun. When is it going to grow? It'll grow when you go do something else, when you go put your attention on something else other than this. And what should you be putting your attention on? Things that fulfill you. Your studies, possibly, whatever that is, because it's going to be different for everybody. Because for your next step, we have the High Priestess, which is about your intuition, but it's also about your spirituality. So maybe focusing your attention on your spiritual growth, on deepening and strengthening your intuitive abilities. Because again, some of you have the ability to provide enlightenment and insight and guidance in whatever way you see fit. But you're so busy worried about something else that you're not even working on that. Balance. It's like if you put on a load of clothes to wash, you're not going to stand at the washing machine until they're done. You're going to go do something else while that is doing what it needs to do so that you can get everything done that you need to. But some of you get so caught up on doing one thing that you don't make time for anything else, which slows down your progress. You could have so much more accomplished if you learn how to do something, give it room to breathe and grow, and go do something else. Give it room to grow and go do something else. But it almost feels like you're afraid if you walk away from it or you take your attention off of it, that is just going to disappear. If you plant a seed, it's not just going to get up and walk away. If you put clothes in the washing machine and you walk away from it, they're not going to magically walk out. When you come back, they'll still be there. Relax. And some of you treat relationships like that too. If I turn away from this person, if I stop giving this person my attention for even 5 minutes out of the day, they're going to leave. Unhealthy attachment styles. You get attached to people, places, things, but also routine. We always do this. This always happens in this way, so it needs to keep happening in this way. You always call me at 8:16, so if you call me at 8:15 or 8:17, I'm going to think something's wrong. Loosen up. You stressing me out and I'm not even you. Relax. We're going to see what's going on in the extended because clearly there's a whole lot going on. If you would like that video, if you would like to see any of the extended videos, again, the link is in my description box for the Patreon. Until next time, I love you for free.